Boop, 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 boop. We speak in sounds here because sometimes the words escape our holy minds. I don't mean like religious holy. I mean like CPTSD Swiss cheese holy. I'm drinking some fire water. This stuff's good. I like when strangers recommend things on the internet. I love recommendations. I do so many things because people said I do this and it worked for me. You know it? Did you hear me? I do so many things. I because other people recommended them because they tried it and then it worked for them. And so this is fire water. It's I don't know where the package is. We're just gonna let the hair dry all natural. Usually, before I leave the bathroom, I put it in the braid. I'm trying to switch things up because I don't want to get stuck in loops. I hate loops. Oh my god, I put this thing so many times. What can I do to make it not like the same day over and over and over again? Thanks, Mom. It's getting long. It's funny because other people underestimate me. I shock people all the time because of the long and the short of it. Look, Mom, because I got the long and then the short of it. It's the long and the short of it. I can't have a full head of hair. It would not go well. I am such a hothead. I get hot. It's like my body is an instrument, and it's basically one huge, large Marge size bullshit detector. Is what I do. I detect bullshit. Whenever people try to present to me an idea of what they want me to believe in, and I call bullshit. America's in its last season. It's in the season finale right now. We're in the season finale of the United States. They contrive these storylines. They don't sit around tables, talking about how to give free medical care to everybody or house people. No, there's like bombs over there and then old men playing bait and switch on airplanes. And the American people, as long as they have sports to go watch and video games to play, it's like let the old people do whatever they want. Fire water. It's a liquid hydrator, so it has coconut water in it. Has all kinds of good stuff for your body. So your body keeps the moisture. Every time you move, you lose moisture. And we use a lot of evaporative fans here to keep it cool. And that just sucks the moisture. It's just moisture part, just throwing moisture around, but you can't keep moisture if you're throwing it around. Humans, our soul sac is like a really advanced computer. People just don't know how to, or don't have the desire. They just watch too much dirty stuff and they don't ever degauss their shit. So there's all these people going around with all these negative attachments, these entities, these thoughts of like, oh yeah, I remember why I watched that movie. And then like they're reminded of a woman on the street that reminds them of one, and they start doing these weird thoughts and stuff. Dude, women don't want that. I don't want that. You'd be surprised how many men hit on me when I was a little girl. And I thought I was ugly because of the way people look at me. Because they are frustrated, because they don't understand my brain, because I'm not so neurotypical. Nobody thinks like me. They've been tracking me since I was a kid. It's like you can't track somebody that don't really go nowhere. You know? I'm not got any foam. I haven't flipped my script. I haven't snapped. I haven't like become one of the marauders, one of the people that support the system to cause harm. You know, that's what they want all the money to protect people, and they only protect themselves. It's very, very disingenuous. Very disingenuous. And instead of Academy Awards when you're in the military in DC, they give you awards like this. Because DC and Hollywood are the same. They're the same. They're the same budgets. You know, for per season, per episode, you get paid. Like officers, major and up in the Air Force, they bring home $15,000 a month. $15,000. See, they call it national. We can't talk about how much we make because it's just bad manners. No, you just don't want the whole world to know why single moms don't have enough money to feed their kids because it's all going in your pockets. And then every time they PCS, they buy a house in a new town, and that's where all the real estate is. That's why all the senators have 15 houses. Because the police, they confiscate a house because somebody gets killed in it, and then they just get it. They can take it. Then that's why police. Then they move around. They get all these houses everywhere, and that's less for everybody else because they don't let it trickle down. So the facade is crumbling. They're having this yeah, free Palestine. Is that what that is, or is that I'm not good with flags. Is that Mexico? Free Mexico too. Puerto Rico while we're at it. All the red, white, and green, because the red, white, and blue. Boo on you. They're so our society is collapsing because these men are angry because 1 out of 5 of them, in order to be a man, they gotta stop everything and go get a little blue pill, and that makes men angry. Nothing makes men angry more than being denied or not having any interest in it. And I don't have any interest in hardly anybody on planet Earth. In the tangibles. I would love to be in Parliament. I'd say, you know what? I'm going to make an app. And anybody in any city, in any town, they can make $15 an hour, deposit it in their Venmo, on their online account, wherever, using GIS software instead of dropping bombs. We can watch people pick up garbage or track their time at least, And plus it's an integrity thing. And then in the business, you get $15 an hour for picking up garbage. You can meet with your friends, have garbage picking up parties, and then it's like tiers. Like you can advance and like learn how to use the excavators and the bulldozers and stuff like that. And they go help communities build towns and maintain roads and do things like that. It's like a point system, and you get like gold coins, and then you can use those gold coins and then buy food, I got all kinds of ideas. The people, the control freaks don't want, I smell petrichor. It's raining. The smell of rain. The powers that be, like the people that can't control themselves have to control everyone else. Have you noticed that? People that just can't help themselves, they have to manage every situation around them. You want to know what fixes like power? You don't want to know what you get a lot of practice with powerlessness is? Be a stay-at-home daughter and have a bunch of pets that you can't control. Like if you get to the vet, you can't control if they die. You can't, like there's so many things we can't control in this life. And when people get fearful because, everybody dies, they don't want to lose stuff. And I think Biff, the president of the USA, they have I think, okay, all right, Iran. See how is it that you guys can? I was on Crete. This is why I talk openly about the United States and all the monstrosities that we've done, because I was there. I was there. I have pictures to prove it. This hotel is called the Sun. I didn't stay in this hotel. This is where the Sun, because it's all sun worship. It's all their little reindeer games. See, they're playing chess white against brown. Somebody said that on a TikTok, and I'm like, gosh darn it, I'm so slow sometimes. Because I'm brown, right? Like when you look, and I don't go outside a lot. I'm 7,000 feet in the air. I change colors after 20 minutes outside. And so I don't go out there a lot, but I am brown. And if I were to go out and be out and have a reason to be out, I would be very, 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 very dark. And so I've never gone by ethnicity. I just go like by the color wheel, you know, like we're just shades. You know, and sometimes some of people like me, like I fluctuate between being pretty white and getting really freaking brown. And I never knew white for years and years because mom was adopted, so I didn't talk trash about, I'm not a puppet. And I'm not going to talk trash about nationalities because mom might be that nationality and I just might be making fun of myself, so to speak. And so I just don't do that stuff. I don't play their little reindeer games. And then, once the DNA ancestry stuff started coming out, and all that stuff came out, we found out her whole, like, they said that she was from northern New Mexico. It was so weird. Southern Colorado, when we lived in Oregon. But I was trying to maintain a lot of things in Oregon, and that wasn't my priority, because Colorado and New Mexico were states that were over there. And then we had to move in 2020. We had less than 45 days to vacate the residence in which we lived. And then none of it was legal, and it just all sucked. And I screwed her over as much as she screwed me over in her mind. So whatever, it's all subjective. And when we got an invitation to move to Flagstaff, Arizona, we were there about 5 days before the lady flipped her script on us and didn't want us there anymore. We were there total, like 10 weeks, maybe. It seemed like an eternity. You could watch my videos, you could see me like lose weight. Like, I was so sad, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. Like, I had nobody. And my car was in the shop and a guy just was letting it sit there. He wasn't doing anything to fix it. Well, you don't need to be like that. That's aggressive. And so, long story short, we ended up in Ranchos de Taos, New Mexico in 2020, right before the eclipse in December. And it was after we moved here that we found out mom was born in Cuesta. And they say that mountain calls people. Because it's magnetics. Everything is magnetics. We're magnetics. Like attracts like repels the opposite. I had this epiphany today. I made a meme out of it. I had my Meta make a meme. Meta make a meme. Meta make a meme. Meta make a meme. So these are the memes that Meta made today. Based on my verbiage. I like numbers a lot. So I came to this conclusion. Let's talk about prime numbers as people and how people's birthdays break down to either a prime number, and that they are only a prime number that people will only divide themselves, and that aren't prime numbers, people will be divisible by all others. That's a lens. So a composite is made up of numbers. 12 equals 2 times 2 times 3. And then so in numerology, our birthdays are all composites. And that comes up in numerology. I come up with a life past 7. Which on my birthday, life past 7 is a prime number. But then they do 7 times 7. To multiply itself, that's my birthday, 4/9. that's just, there's so many different ways to look at things. It's my hierarchical mind and my years in IT. It's just multifaceted. I look at it this way, I look at it that way. So I said, this is wild. If you write your birthday as one number, April 9 equals 49 equals 7 times 7 double prime. You are 7 squared. I'm 7 squared, suckers! Anyway, so I called my bank yesterday, right? And I've made comments on social media, and my bank has called me to say, hey, we saw what you said on social media. Would you like to talk about it? And I say, yeah, sure, absolutely. I'm better with words. I hate typing little thumbs and typos. People think I'm retarded. I am retarded. I'm just the most highest functioning Asperger's, highest masking, that I ever did see on my travels. And so I called yesterday, the girl, I was not so impressed with the girl that I talked. Now, people can all just have bad days sometimes, and gotta give people the benefit of the doubt. I have too much beautiful to freaking, hold people just in a vision, and if they can't live to that vision, then, well, F them, I'm too beautiful for that. Yeah. And plus, that's how people treated me. And I don't want to treat nobody else the way I got treated like that. So, I told her, I said, I want to make an appointment with so-and-so, please. And she's like, oh, well, he's a busy man. I said, well, my search says that he's the best, and I deserve the best. And she starts to sell me on the underwriter, blowing me off, and I said, listen, I said, I'm playing dumb with you. Trying to be nice, I'm trying to let you know real easy, it's not a good idea to tell the person that calls with a desire, and they want to do this, but you're saying, nope, you can't do that thing you want to do. That's bad customer service, kid. And then so today, I got a call from the man that I wanted an appointment with. And he was opening to set up an appointment so that I can talk to him about getting some sort of loan, because banks are dying. Everybody's leaving their property. They're not putting as many people in. See, and Mom was born, not raised here. So we're not leaving. She's not leaving this land, because it's her homeland, even though she wasn't entitled and welcome to any of the family barbecues for the last 75 years. I'm more bitter than she is, and it's only in the moment. I don't stay bitter. It makes your teeth rot. I do sex with my dumbbells. I don't stay bitter. I have fleeting moments of, that's just not fair, man, but I don't stay there. So, I have set amount of time. I already ordered ink cartridges for my printer. I'm going to put together a 4-page plan, so this man can see the vision of what I want to do in all of the ways that I see that I can help people in Taos that nobody cares about. Because I know who they are. Because I walked the streets for the last 5 years getting to know the people that live on the streets. And where they hang out. And I want to get them, a place to take a shower and a place that they can do laundry. And it's all just using regenerative stuff. All using just stuff that other people don't want or need, I'm gonna make it work, because that's how I do. I got cancer rising. I'm good at taking care of people. And then the thing about taking care of people is there's a lot of people, remember Omama in Los Osos? We stayed with her for a month. She was another, like, sometimes there were these big, mean German ladies that they kind of sheltered us and took us in at different times when Mom needed a helping hand. And there's a lot of times that women are really strong and rough around the edges, but they're really soft-hearted, and they want you to do what's good for you. And when they see you do things that aren't good for you, then it hurts us, and then we have to fight ourselves so that we can be gentle in telling you the right way to take care of yourself, because we care so much. I care so much about strangers, it's just, ugh. And then I get annoyed about the ones, there's beings on this earth. Not everybody's a human on this earth. We're like a petri dish. We're like an alien ant farm on this planet. They just looped us all into human beings for the whole time they've lived it. But then they have the Bible talks about the fallen angels. It's just basically, people getting, it's basically stuff in the Epstein files, basically. It's just trickled down for, what year is it? 2026? Recordable history or whatever. And then they just keep erasing it so they can keep perpetuating the lie. Like the fact that people believe that like America goes over to other nations for decades at a time, and we're just a military presence, and we're there to secure the borders and make sure bullies don't take over. But when our own borders are a revolving door, because they say they don't want people coming over here, but I know a lot of snowbirds that live in Mexico, so it's a two-way street. It's just stories they say to make me act a certain way, and I'm not going to act that way, because hey, okay, hey. Hey, okay, hey, what? You want me to what? You want me to sit over there and stand over there? You want me to wait there for how long? Until you come back whenever you feel like it. Okay, I'll do that. And then I'll do it. The crap that people put me through, it's funny. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. Then I'll make it my own somehow. I'll make it my own. I'll make a game out of it. I'll make it fun. They haven't taken my smile yet. It's been 52 years. They still haven't taken it. You know? I mean, like people are peaking. They don't realize, like, what is happening right now. The world, it's evolving so fast. We're already living in Grand Theft Auto because people played that video game the last 30 years. It is so funny to me that Biff, I can't even call the guy's name. I can't participate in the planet. So maybe my words should come with a legend, like on a map. He wants to hire video game players for air traffic controllers, and that is what the big mean guy did in toys, because they tell us what they're going to do with our future in movies, and then they say, we don't do that, that's crazy, that's in the movies, and then they use that as a legal defense. But what you understand is there's so many terrible things. I never liked horror movies because I grew up in such a violent environment. I could never understand like where the thrill came from, like where people get off from watching other people get hurt. And I used to be friends with some people that like had snuff films, and I never questioned like where they got them, how did they get them, like why. It was like this Saturday afternoon, you know, after a long night of drinking, we get up, smoke some weed, put on a snuff film. I mean, it's the most bizarre thing I ever saw in my life. So there's more people that like that than me, that are like me, that don't like that. because there's so many. Think about the system, all the parts that move, that all the people that get rich, and that they don't want to stop making money, so that everybody just keeps their mouth closed. And that's an unfortunate world that we live in. That's not conducive for kids. I don't have kids. Mom's like my kid. I take care of mom. I just like you take care of a kid. I feed her. I keep her clean. I help her go to the bathroom. So I don't have kids. I know what it's like to take care of another human, and that their life is contingent on how good you take care of her, and her happiness is contingent on how well she's taken care of. Mom, are you happy? Yeah. Look, Mom ain't mad at me. Look, Mom, we washed her hair today too. Want to say hi? You want to wave? Oh, we're talking to ourselves on the internet, Mom. It's our favorite thing to do. People don't know how to take care of things that they care about. I used to get so stressed out when I was a kid because I would break things. I would hold things and they would break. It's my magnetic personality. And what was I saying going with that? Oh, and she never had money to replace stuff that I broke because our margin, we lived on like a $5 margin for years. We lived on a $5 margin because she had to. I can't remember. I remembered his name for a long time, the lawyer, because I would get out of the car with the letter and run up, and so I'd always look at it. I can't remember. But they're the ones that kept. It was a miracle that Mom got custody against my father's family and their connections. It's a miracle that the court granted anyway. So maybe they knew him at parties or something. It's like, yeah, that dude don't need it. But like my dad, on paper, he's clean, but he's a dirty guy. He's always done terrible things. He just never got held accountable for it. So when people aren't held accountable for their actions, it's like a progression thing. They'll just continue to do whatever they want, and then they're not satisfied with the same stuff that they were before, so they escalate. So they have to do things to. It's weird, because maintaining yourself isn't good enough. Just keeping it even keel. People are always chasing sensations. I'm chasing just mediocrity. I'm chasing just low, even keel. Nobody died today, yay. That's what I'm that's all that mattered. That's, love them while you got them. That's what I'm chasing. And then to have a place to use my energy to help other people that don't got nobody, just like we never did when we were, my whole life. We never had a support system. It's always been by the kindness of angels, earth angels. People that tune in to the frequency of prayer of others, and then we cross each other's orbits, and then it's like, you needed something? And they're like, yeah, man, I needed $40 to pay my phone bill. Oh, okay, well then this must have been for you then. Or, because I just had $40 in my pocket, so it must be yours. People pray, and then we are the receivers and the tuners of, and the recipients, and then we're supposed to help these people that are praying. That's what like telepathy and being all connected is about, making sure people aren't uncomfortable. You cultivate a being at a young age how it needs to be cultivated by its chart, not by your chart and how you think that kid should act. The world's going to be a lot different. We'll have shift teachers. We'll have schools that'll be like shift work. Like, it won't be just 9 to 5, because there's half the people on this planet they would perform better if they went to school from like 10 to 7, like later in the day. Because they're born at a different time. There's all kinds of ways to do things to make things comfortable for everyone instead of putting everyone in a little box. That's unuseful. Like those little bicyclists that just travel from one, and then I'm gonna ride my bike. Oh, what do you do? You look back at the end of your life and you ask yourself, what did you do? Or it's like, man, I was like a rat in a cage. How many loops did I go around? Silly. That's what I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a right day.